Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia. How do you know if a podcast has been to France?
Don't worry, they'll tell you.
All right, Kate. Have you ever seen the second Rugrats movie, Rugrats in Paris?
I have not.
This movie is officially titled Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Just want to make sure we state the full title of the film. I'm debating whether I'm going to call this episode Rugrats in Paris or Rugrats in Paris, the movie, but I think that full title is more confusing. No one needs to know that.
It's very confusing, yeah. But if you are in a movie theater, you're there to see a movie.
But on the poster, it said Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Very confusing because the previous movie was called Rugrats, the movie. Kate, do you know what this movie's about?
I'm assuming the Rugrats go to Paris.
Can you guess why they're in Paris? I bet you can do it. I bet you can connect the dots. You know a lot about Rugrats now.
Okay, I know a lot about Rugrats. Give me a second.
It came out in 2000, if that helps.
Okay, the new millennium, and I don't think it has anything to do with the babies. The babies surely didn't book their own tickets. So the parents are going to Paris, and they have to bring the babies because I guess they didn't want to leave them at home. And the reason that they're going to Paris is it is the new millennium, and... Oh, no, I got it. I don't got it. Okay, hold on. I think it's either Stu is trying to pitch some kind of invention to the French, or they are taking Chucky's dad to meet his mail order spouse.
You're not that far off on either point. You're oddly close for someone who's never seen this film. Kate, Rugrats the movie came out in 1998. We've seen it. It was a big hit for Nickelodeon and Paramount Pictures. So of course, went right ahead and have a sequel ready 2 years later.
Gotta make a second one. Yep, right in the chamber.
This movie premiered on November 17th, 2000. I saw it in theaters. I was there. While the 6th season of Rugrats was still airing, some characters introduced in this film will become permanent members of the cast the following season, in season 7, just like Dill Pickles became a member of the cast from this first movie. It was written by J. David Stern, David N. Weiss, Jill Gorey, Barbara Herndon, Herndon, and Kate Boutelier. Boutelier? Is that a French name? I guess so. Apologies.
They were like, we got to have a French on this writing team. One single person.
I have a note about an apology here, and I did it again. Apologies to J. David Stem. I keep calling him J. David Stern. I did it in the Rugrats movie episode. I did it again just now. It's Stem. S-T-E-M. But
Stem.
You know how like an R and an N together sometimes look like an M? This is the reverse for me here. My bad. He also co-wrote Shrek 2, so I might have mispronounced his name on that episode. What a career.
Well, crap.
This movie, Rugrats in Paris, was directed by Paul DeMeyer and Stig Bergqvist. B-E-R-G-Q-V-I-S-T. Bergqvist. Now, Kate, remember, before Rugrats the movie, there was an episode of the show we watched where Dee Dee became pregnant. I mean, she didn't become pregnant in the episode, but she found out she was pregnant.
Really graphic children's television show.
Remember they did like a prequel episode setting you up?
Yeah.
So I remember that. I have no memory of this one. They did this again for this movie, for Rugrats in Paris, but it was a 3-parter.
Whoa.
And they aired one per night for 3 nights in a row about a week before the movie premiered. Here's a summary, because I'm not going to make you watch an hour and a half of Rugrats episodes to watch this hour and a half movie. Ready? Stu Pickles, Kate, is designing a Reptar robot for Euro Reptar Land.
Oh, see, I was right.
They're doing a little Euro Disney humor because Euro Disney opened in the early 90s, I think. Stu's invention malfunctions, so Grandpa Pickles has to move out of their house because it's too dangerous and chaotic, so he goes to a retirement home.
Oh my God.
So that's step 1. Grandpa Pickles finally leaves the family, goes to a retirement home.
This is terrible. Do you think that it was a plot all along to get him out of there?
No, because Grandpa Pickles is having the time of his life at the retirement. It's like the Villages, I think.
Oh, damn.
Well,
good for Grandpa.
We'll see. So he gets injured salsa dancing at the retirement home because he's just like dancing, having fun.
Yep.
He's hospitalized.
Don't sit on any of those surfaces in those villages.
He's hospitalized because of his injury, his salsa dancing injury, where he meets a nurse who's going to help him. And the nurse's name is Lulu, another older woman voiced by Debbie Reynolds.
Damn.
Who, it turns out, she briefly met Grandpa when he was in World War II in Europe. She was like a USO girl, and he was a cook for the army. So there's like an extended flashback. This is why it's 3 episodes.
Yep.
So anyway, Grandpa and this new character, Lulu, fall madly in love. All right? That's it. That's all you need to know. Euro Reptar Land, Grandpa's in love with this woman now. And now that's 3 episodes of Rugrats we don't have to watch.
Excellent.
I think there's something else stupid, like acorns are falling from a tree. It has nothing to do with the movie.
What?
Okay. I saw this movie in theaters. I was very excited by it. I don't remember much about how Paris is portrayed, and as everyone listening knows, because you won't stop talking about it, this is France month on the podcast, which I think is going to take more than a month. And it's still early days. It's like the third or fourth week of France month, and there's more to go. I just got some books in the mail that are relevant for least one more episode.
Sacre bleu.
2 more episodes. Oh no. Oh, this is like when Hot Edutainment Summer took up the entire like summer, not just like everyone's feeling of how long summer is, but like the calendar definition of summer, and it was way too long. Anyway, I don't remember much about like Paris. I'm really excited to see this, having been there now, both of us, recently, because I'm curious how good of a job they did portraying it. My main memory, other than the new characters, and I don't want to talk about them until we meet them, is that there's an extended parody of the Godfather wedding scene, I think. I think it opens that way. Yeah.
No, absolutely
and like
not.
I knew enough because of like The Simpsons also doing a lot of parody that I'm like, okay, this is the Godfather. But it's 2000. I was 9. Anyway, that's about it. My family never owned this one on tape, so I never saw it again. This is my first time rewatching it since it was in theaters in the fall or winter of 2000. So 24 years later. I'm hyped. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Do you want to say anything about Nickelodeon, Kate, now that you've seen Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Children's Television?
I think that sometimes people make an argument that you should potentially separate the art from the artist, but I'm not going to do that. Everything Nickelodeon made is tainted. It's shit. 0 splats. I hope Dan Schneider stubs his toe, but when I say stubs his toe, I mean something else.
Okay. Dan Schneider did have nothing to do with this. This
don't
is
care.
Nickelodeon Animation. He was
don't
not
care.
in, but his grubby little hands
Guess
were not
what?
on this.
I don't care.
I understand that. I
hate
understand
that
that
man.
Nickelodeon as a company really didn't
They
protect
failed.
these
They
children.
failed all those children at every stage of the process, and all of their women writers.
Remember being in France, Kate, before you
You're
knew.
just trying to soothe
before
me.
you knew about Dan Schneider.
I believe in the playground. It's my favoriteest place in the whole wide world. But 2 yesterdays ago, a bad thing happened when we was playing there. Some big boys took my brother's Binky and buried it in the sandbox. Binky, Popeye. They made my brother cry. So I said, Dilly, this is a job for the Bob Father.
You come to me on the day of this wedding and ask me to take care of the boys who made your brother cry?
No. Dill just wants a new Binky.
That's it! A binky? I don't get to squeeze no one's head or pull no one's hair?
No.
Binky, please. Dumb baby, can't even make a good wish. All right, kiss my ring. Ew! Go send the next one in and tell him to bring a sponge.
Oh, wow, we got some weird, like, 3D animated, 2D, 3D
Somebody went
situation.
nuts with the 3D animation for the logo. Oh yeah, they're
Okay,
really
yep. They're really leaning into the Rugrats Godfather
They did the logo.
situation. Wow, this is a lot.
Very strange choice.
All right, so Angelica is here playing Marlon Brando. It's like a really weird choice. I'm tired of these voice actors too.
Oh, I don't
just don't like
You've had
it.
enough of all the Rugrats voices.
Also, here's my question. All right, so Lou and Lulu have gotten married. That's why they're here at the wedding. Why would they put a baby in a little tuxedo shirt and no pants? Like, what a terrible choice. He's just running around in his diaper. It's terrible. All of our favorite parents are here and they are dancing.
You just want a
But they're not
Rugrats
supervising
movie?
the kids.
You want a movie where it's
Again.
the parents with no kids, I feel like.
You know what? Good for the grandpa.
Yeah, do you like Lou and Lulu?
Oh, dang. All right, you know what? I like how direct Betty DeVille is. She's like, all right, Chaz, you think you're ever going to, like, get married again? No?
Are you over your dead wife yet?
This is a really nice, like, understated second wedding, you know? Mm-hmm. What a terrible idea. The DJ's like, all right, anyone who's got a mom, come out to the dance floor.
Oh.
Now we got Chucky feeling sad. We got Mrs. Carmichael looking absolutely adorable. All right, so Chucky's out here looking for a stepmom. He couldn't do, like, parent dance time.
Anybody out there has a little orphan boy?
He's got to go dance with his mom, daddy. Daddy, mom?
Can someone please tie Chucky's shoes?
Listen, Chaz is doing his best. He is a single parent. Maybe Chaz doesn't know how to tie his shoes. Damn, Chaz was punching up. He had a hot wife, and then she died. Oh man, they have Chucky's dad is now online dating. It's like what, it's 2000.
Yeah, it's some early online dating. Just the fact that the Rugrats characters are using the word the internet is shocking.
Mm-hmm. Also, let's just revisit again. Chaz, with his supportive friends who are like, all right, now that you're ready to date, like, I'm going to make you a profile on Match.com. I'm going to sit with you while you sift through
Dee Dee's like,
these
Stu,
women.
how do you know how to set up an online dating profile?
What? Now we're in Paris. What is that? I'm a little bit confused by this transition.
This is Euro Reptar Land.
Okay, we are in Euro Reptar Land. And there's some kind of like theater situation.
This is going to be like one of their shows, this big robot Reptar. See, Stu Pickles created the robot. That was in the episodes we didn't watch. But it's malfunctioning, so he's got to go to Paris.
Business trip.
For once, him being an inventor is actually getting these people something fun. His family gets to go on a trip.
All the children somehow got their passports overnight.
And now, babies, there we go. Get those stuffy legs moving. No time to pick your nose. We got stuff to do. Let's take Spike Joe. We're on our way to France. Don't forget our other plans.
Is this an original song?
There's never not an original song.
I thought we were going to avoid it. Also, why is Susie not going?
Because, yeah, Phil and Lil are just this, you know what I mean? Like, they're just the same tangentially related, right?
Well, they got to keep keeping Susie out of the storylines of these movies.
It's sad.
Also, she's speaking fluent French.
Yeah.
Wow, this music's just very low quality.
It's not great. They've also brought Spike. Like, why? Man, flying with a kid, it's just all bad.
They've seated the 4 babies in their own row away
why
from
not?
the parents.
Tyler.
I know that's what you would do.
That's how I would travel. I'd be like, listen, I'm in first class. Wave to me from the back, kid. You're in the exit row. You're in charge.
They on French B?
These kids are just crawling all over the plane. Grubby. Thank God one of the doors hasn't blown off.
Is this a Boeing
This was the
747?
90s when these planes were just lead sleds. They were solid. I want Betty DeVille's outfit so bad.
There's nothing stopping you.
Betty DeVille's shorts have flames blazing up the side.
Like a Guy Fieri outfit. Oh yeah, look, Angelica's in first class.
See?
If I was in first class and these 4 infants wandered in, I'd be like, someone remove these. Here's Phil and Lil getting into a bag of vomit.
I mean, this was pre 9/11.
Yeah,
Kids could just crawl all over the plane.
I don't think they would have done this scene in a post 9/11 world.
Right?
The babies are like just causing absolute chaos on the plane.
I want a mom that will last forever. I want a mom to make it all better.
It's just a weird choice, right?
Overwrought song. Because they've already, in past Rugrats, gotten us emotional about Chucky and his mom. This ain't it.
No.
This weird song while he looks at weird clouds
It's just
that look
not.
like his mom.
It's just not hitting.
They're trying too hard.
All right, here we are.
Here's France.
What are some things you recognize?
There's the Tour Eiffel.
Yep.
There's the Orly Airport.
Did you not see Notre Dame?
Can't wait till the scene where Stu accidentally ignites Notre Dame. How mad would you be if you flew into France and then you were taken directly to Euro Disney without getting to do any real France stuff?
You saw that?
What's that?
That's Sacre-Cœur, baby.
Oh, wow. That wee wee pee joke would have really... I definitely laughed hard at that in the theater.
Excellent. I feel like Howard can't handle Betty DeVille's raw energy. Who is letting these kids just hang out in the bathroom?
Oh, look, they're splashing themselves with a bidet in the face.
Not good.
Who Let the Dogs Out makes an appearance. Forgot this was in this movie. It was just a huge hit at this time, so they're like, all right, let's just get Who Let the Dogs Out. Everyone becomes amorous in Paris, Kate. Even Spike the dog.
Yep. It's
When he saw
wild.
that poodle. Okay, I get, so it's a Japanese-themed Reptar park, because I guess Reptar is like supposed to be Godzilla.
I swear to God, if Chaz is punching up this hard yet again, like what pheromone is he emitting?
He's irresistible to women.
He's hanging out with this obviously trilingual woman. These kids are not supervised yet again.
Here they are, just destroying all this beautiful stuff.
These unsupervised children just ate a worm. I think you and I could be Madame Labouche and Jean-Claude for Halloween.
Our hatred of children.
Dill is going to choke himself on the pulk string for the lamp.
Doesn't matter. Chaz is grafting.
He is. He's got his grafting boots on. I do like that robot snail, though. I feel like Euro Reptar Land is, like, very racist, right?
Has no one noticed that Angelica is missing
No,
also?
absolutely not. You know what? And they're like, you know what?
If
They're
we
not
had
going to ask that many
lose-
questions.
If one went missing.
All right, so we haven't even brought up this B plot where Madame Labouche, the owner of or operator of Reptar Land, has to now seduce Chucky's father. It's a weird choice.
Because she lied and said she was engaged to get a promotion.
So this is like the worst thing to happen when you visit a foreign country. You visit like a new place. You're like so excited to immerse yourself in the culture. And whoever you've gone with wants to be at Euro Reptar Land, you know?
I think your accusations of racism are founded.
Yeah.
This restaurant, they're being served by sumo wrestlers. Angelica's like running around slapping their tummies. Chucky wants this geisha from the parade to be his mom.
Kira, trilingual, working for a multinational corporation, is willing to give up her life in Paris for Chaz. Is that where this is going? Because absolutely not.
I can't get over Susie not being here. I know she's a fictional character, so she doesn't feel any kind of way about it, but I feel bad she didn't get to go on the trip.
I know.
For no explanation, like there's no reason given.
All right, so Spike is the only being on this trip who's out enjoying Paris, and I'm sad about it. The Rugrats didn't go to Paris. They went to Euro Reptar Land.
I've told you at the beginning, I don't really remember much. Oh, he's peeing on the Eiffel Tower. But I think there's no reason that they should be in Paris other than to call the movie Rugrats in Paris. Like, it might as well take place in Florida at, like, Reptar World, Florida. You know what I mean? I think the whole movie takes place in the park. And it's confusing because it's all Japanese. So why not have it take place in Japan then? All right, I'm hearing some Mark Mothersbaugh mouth sounds in the soundtrack. I missed it during the Rugrats movie. There wasn't enough of it, the first one.
I guess Chaz is so used to punching up that, like, he doesn't blink when, like, an extremely wealthy woman approaches him.
She's like the head of Euro Disneyland or Reptarland, whatever. Yeah, she just wants to go on a date. He has no question. It's interesting Nickelodeon doing this, like, big parody of Disneyland, you know? Well, Phil is stuffing his diaper with green slime.
It's disgusting. I hate it here.
It's interesting that they found a way to get some green slime into this movie.
My God, Kira, the only person in the entire Rugrats universe who has watched a kid.
It's the first time anyone's ever been like, the children are missing. Wow, she's calling an emergency. The Rugrats parents are going to be like, what emergency? They go missing daily.
All the time. These kids are climbing some kind of unsafe stairwell.
Yeah, they're getting pretty high up. The danger begins.
A lot of peril.
Well, they're loose in an amusement park designed for children, at least. They're evading the security team who are trying to help them.
Got another song.
Who is this? This is like Aaron Carter or somebody.
Yeah, R.I.P.
It might not be him, but R.I.P. Either way, this peril is nothing compared to they were just like lost in the woods overnight.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no wolves. Okay, they are getting like behind the scenes on some of the rides. It's getting a little more dangerous. What is Kimmy's shirt?
Just like a cat, but it's not smiling at all. It just has a straight mouth, which I kind of like. Spike's having the time of his life, eating out of garbage.
I would watch a movie that's just Spike's scenes.
Yes, 100%. He's experienced more of Paris than any of these people ever will.
Where is he? What's that back there?
Oh, that's the Pantheon? That's the Pantheon back there. What does Chaz do? He's referred to himself twice as a bureaucrat.
Just like a low level,
like the Parks and Rec director of the town.
I don't even think it's that hot. Yeah, maybe some sort of paper pushing bureaucrat. Betty DeVille did just refer to him as a babe magnet.
Chucky's having a nightmare where his bed, which is a Reptar bed, is eating him, which is horrendous.
It was an insane demonic nightmare.
It's like a spooky Mormon hell dream, right?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of kung fu
He's doing a
going
lot
on.
of karate. Okay, this is kind of like Shaft, I guess.
There's a lot going on here.
All right, so here's Chucky playing Shaft, but he's doing a lot of karate, and there's like a lot of like tokenizing Asian representation. This is really confusing. Okay, so he's Chucky
Here comes
Chan.
Chucky Chan.
Okay. Yeah.
The animation's pretty cool.
The animation is good. Okay, he's like a ripped baby, which is really
He's shirtless, but he's
confusing.
muscular. This is that thing where, like, if you give the animators an assignment like this, they go nuts. They're so happy to do it.
They're like, okay, this is your first day on the job. You're going to create the Chucky Dream montage. And that's going to be your only job for this whole production. And then this young person is like, say less, I got it. And then they get to the part where you have to watch all the different segments. And the producer's like, what? What did you make? Why would you have made this? They were like, I kind of saw it as an intersection of like Shaft and Bruce Lee.
Oh, look, the Moulin Rouge.
There it is. Look at that. They're on the Pont des Arts, having a great time. Again, they've seen more of France than any of these punks have.
I think that might be the joke. I think when they designed the movie, I think they're trying to make a point about, like, don't go to Euro Disneyland.
Are they?
I think they might be. Poor Chaz. He wasn't ready for such a dishonest suitor, you know?
These kids need to go to a doctor.
Phil just farted out a green bubble, yeah.
God, it was like Willem Dafoe in Poor Things. It was terrible.
I didn't think you'd find a way to bring up Poor Things,
And
and I
yet,
hope you
here I
never
am.
mention Poor Things again in a Rugrats episode.
This is terrifying. Why would you bring kids to this? It's
Yeah,
like
like-
an evil opera.
This show that Stu's robot is in is insane. It's like Reptar comes and lays waste to like a Japanese town from like 500 years ago.
The princess's only attribute is that she is beautiful,
Why is no one stopping Chucky?
because no one knows how to manage these kids.
It's confusing that Chucky's little stuffed bear is named Wawa because were they, maybe being in California, the writers were unaware of Wawa, how would you describe Wawa? Is it a convenience store? Gas station? East Coast institution?
All of Betty's outfits, I want them. Look at this absolutely wild dress that Betty has on. You know what? I also want Dee Dee's dress. Absolutely wild. Somebody's got to monitor these kids. They're just eating garbage.
Oh yeah, Phil and Lil are eating like leftovers off of the room service cart. That's pretty gnarly. I know he ate a worm earlier, but this is like kind of worse for some reason to me.
All these kids are eating garbage from a hotel cart.
Yeah, first it was Phil and Lil, which you expect, but
Yeah,
now they're
that's
all in on
par
it.
for the course for Philip and Lillian. Dirty, gross babies.
Philip.
This is you. The villain in this movie is reacting to the kids eating off the cart in the exact same way you are.
It's
She's
disgusting
like their
when kids eat garbage.
jam-covered mouths, their sticky, stupid faces.
Honestly, I think Chucky could benefit from some French parenting. Chucky needs, like, some structure.
The villain here, her big villainous move right now is the babies aren't invited to the wedding, which, like, I don't like going to weddings kids are at. The villain, Madame LaBouche, has thrown Kira out of the car so she can't, like, get to the wedding at Notre Dame and tell Chaz the truth, but Paris is one of the most walkable cities on earth. I think she'll get there easily.
She's just going to walk it, yeah.
She'll be there in 10 minutes.
She's just going to take a pair of sensible shoes out of her bag, walk to Notre Dame, and
Or-
then get changed back into her heels when she arrives.
Perhaps take some of the most efficient public transit on earth. This is not
This
a great
is
villain
a movie
plan.
for Americans, Tyler.
Are you happy that they're finally going into the
In
city?
Paris, yes.
Yeah. They've left Reptar Land.
Chucky's being awful choosy about his moms here.
Well, he doesn't like this evil mommy. All he wanted was a mommy before. He was so desperate to have a mommy.
These babies have so much vocal fry, it's wild. I don't like it. Chucky's tux is absolutely wild. He has an enormous bow tie that's an actual bow, and then like a 70s style leisure suit with tails. It's horrendous.
His father does not know how to dress him. He's doing his best.
Here we are, Notre Dame.
Want to talk about when you went to Notre Dame?
No, I don't. Oh, actually, I do because it was after the fire. They were still renovating after the fire, and there was a big sign that said, like, there's a lot of ambient lead in the area. Please do not eat or drink in this area. And everybody was just slurping their ice cream cones. It was amazing.
Betty DeVille, unimpressed.
All right, so now the children are getting into this giant reptar situation.
Oh yeah, I might have spoke too soon about them not being in much danger. Like the whole first movie, they're in like basically a car, the Reptar wagon. So they're about to pilot a mech, a huge robot through Paris.
Yeah, they became, what's that thing? The real big one?
Power Rangers?
Yeah. Megazord. They
Gundam
made a Megazord.
pilots? Oh, you don't know Gundam yet.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, they're basically driving the Megazord, yeah. I don't want to be this guy, but this is a bit ridiculous, even for Rugrats.
I just feel like the amount of damage that they're about to do
Collateral damage.
irreparably.
To France, to irreplaceable historic landmarks. I bet you wouldn't have guessed, Kate, that this film would end with a giant robot fight.
I'm just like really upset for Paris.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm scared.
The babies are destroying Paris.
There's just so much limestone. Where are they? What arrondissement are they in now? This is not making sense. So all of Chaz's friends, who up until this point have stood by him, have helped him, right? Like in every single way. No one's going to stand up at this wedding and be like, man, this seems kind of fishy. So we have a literal Deus Ex Machina here, where this giant mechanical reptar.
Kate, there was both a fart joke and a wedgie joke that I didn't hear even a sensible chuckle from you on.
No.
Like, they've caused civilian deaths.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of like gratuitous karate here.
All right, he's doing a little Chucky Chan. I like a giant robot fight. I do not like having a giant robot fight in Rugrats. It's not working for me at all. And I'm upset at myself that I don't like it. I just can't suspend my disbelief for this in the context of Rugrats. I can't do it. More deaths. They just crushed a limousine.
Yep.
Chucky screaming the word no, and it's the first time he's ever spoken. Great dramatic moment in a Rugrats movie.
Yeah.
Giant robot fight?
Confusing.
Just, no.
Spike returned from impregnating every dog in Paris. All right, so Chaz and Kira have gotten married. at a tasteful wedding at the Wombat Club. Betty DeVille's still wearing her same outfit, just a different color with like a slightly formal headband, which I love. Another Godfather joke.
Yeah, Chucky's doing Marlon Brando now.
Look at this lovely blended family. Again, no one's watching these babies. They've eaten the wedding cake.
We're both lactose intolerant, love kids, and she finds bureaucrats fascinating.
Who doesn't, you babe magnet?
Well, just be careful, Charles. I wouldn't want you to rush into anything.
I won't, don't worry. First, I have to see how Coco and my little Chucky get along. He and I are a team, you know.
Yeah, I didn't really dig this. I didn't like it.
Which movie do you think is better?
Ooh.
First or second?
I think I had better commentary during the first one because I just kept talking about how the kids were not going to make it, which is really dark.
Hearing it edited together, I was like, "Jeez!" That's all you always say. You're just like, "They're
I don't know.
doomed.
Just kind of a letdown. I mean, kind of like traveling all the way to a brand new country and then only seeing that country's Disneyland.
Kind of Euro Disney.
This was a kind of a letdown for me. I was hoping to see, some Paris, but there wasn't any.
There was a little. There was less than I expected.
Less than 15 minutes.
I gotta tell you, it is absolutely wild that I can remember the Godfather parody, but not the giant robot fight. Like, how did I not remember that? I really did not enjoy it. And I feel like trying to have I think this movie could hit the emotional moments it's trying to a little harder or a little better maybe if you don't have Chaz's wedding to Kira, like a nice wedding. Chucky now has a stepmom and a stepsister. How nice. Right after the giant robot fight. Like, it just, I know I shouldn't overthink it this way, but like, it doesn't fit into Rugrats.
Yeah, you're right. Because all of up until the Rugrats movie, all of their wild adventures have been imagined.
Right. And we didn't really dig on the Reptar wagon either for the same reason. But like, this is just like, at least the Reptar wagon, I can believe that you could make a little vehicle for children. It's not safe. It's a bad idea, but I think it's possible. And to just make an absolutely insane, like, mechazoid thing and have them accurately pilot it and destroy Paris. Yeah, I know. I was dumb, but I know that I'm overreacting a little bit, but I don't like it. I don't think it gels.
The one sequence that stood out to me is this stupid Chucky Chan dream sequence.
It was beautifully animated.
They did. They just let some junior animator. They were like, all right, nobody wants to do this dream sequence. Go ahead, Peter. Do the dream sequence. And then Peter comes back to the cutting room and they're like, what the did you do, Peter?
It looked great, though. Questionable in every other
Absolutely
way.
Wild.
It looked great. So not enough Paris for you to justify the title Rugrats in Paris.
It honestly shouldn't even be in France month.
Well, you didn't even mention your itinerary planning document for your trip. You called it Rugrats in Paris, right?
I did, and now I'm upset that I did.
Well, Kate, France month continues. Maybe something a little more French next time. Maybe a lot more French. We shall see. You're almost done seeing Rugrats stuff for the rest of your life. I can only think of two possible things we could watch. Rugrats Go Wild, the third and final film, which I remember I have the scratch off card from, sealed, the scratch and sniff card. We're gonna smell it and maybe pass out from poison gas. And Rugrats All Grown Up, where they become 12 years old and you can see what their life is like in middle school.
No, thank you.
And then you're released from Rugrats forever and ever. Thanks for listening, guys. Tune in next week. Probably have some more French stuff to serve up to you.
Ha ha ha.
Au revoir. Au revoir. I never can say it right. Bonsoir.
We're going to France.
France! Take your family,
Hiya, babies, wait for me!
but treat yourself
Notre Dame.
Wake me if you spot a hunchback.
to the movie critics are calling an award-winning family film
Wee wee.
with a special message for everyone.
All I want is a real Bobby like you guys got.
It's even better than the first.
If she doesn't like me,
You'll never know unless you try.
Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Rated G. Starts Friday in theaters everywhere.